The following video is a Dennis the Menace production. Dennis the Menace, this name will never stick.
On this episode of Is That Going to Be on the Exam, we look at open source versus closed source. Before we can start talking about open versus closed source, we first must know what is source code. Source code is the instructions that make up the program or software that is being run. So after it is written in an easy way for humans to understand/read, the source code must be converted into binary for the computer. Binary is also known as executable code. So next you'll see that this is a one-way translation. That means that it can be transferred from regular reading code for humans to executable code, but it can't be transferred from executable code back to source code. So it can only go one way. So in order to make changes, you must have the original source code. You can't just change the executable code.
Free and open source software, also known as FOSS, is usually created by anybody, and it allows people to share and edit their work. The reason that creators encourage this type of activity is because it allows people to edit their source code to make it work for what they need, and they're able to edit it and change it for their specific needs. Since everyone is able to benefit from the changes made to the FOSS, they're required to publish those changes and allow everyone to benefit from them. That way everyone can have the best working software. Commercial software companies don't want this to happen for them because they don't only make money by selling their software, but they also make money by making upgrades to their software as well. So if people were able to make changes themselves and then share that with other people, they wouldn't be able to make money. Everyone would just be able to do it for free. Ever since open source software has become popular, there's been a huge debate about which is more secure, open source software or closed source software. Many proponents of open source software have a solid argument for why FOSS is more secure than commercial software. That argument is the fact that since the source code is available for everyone to see, security problems can be seen easier and changed and edited quickly, allowing them to be more secure. Although that is a solid argument, there is also the belief that malicious users of the open source software will use the security leaks to their advantage and not fix them. One of the most appeasing aspects of the open source software is the idea of transparency. Transparency is the idea since the source code is able to be viewed, how the software operates can be verified, unlike in commercial software. So this means that how everything operates in the software can be viewed and made sure it works correctly. This is important because it can make sure that everything's acting the way it should be and not malfunctioning. One of the examples was the idea of voting machines. It's able to be, since the source code is able to be viewed, it's able to be seen that the votes are being tallied correctly and not being purposefully edited or changed. When discussing commercial software, commercial licenses are a must. There are many different types of commercial licenses being used, and the reason for the use of the commercial licenses is to ensure that users are following the terms and conditions and in accordance with the copyright laws in effect on that software. There are three main types of commercial software licenses being used: single user licenses, concurrent licenses, and site licenses. A single user license is when only one user is allowed to use the software. However, it can be downloaded on several devices. What this means is only one person can use the license. However, it can be downloaded on different devices such as a laptop and a desktop. That way it can be viewed at different locations. A concurrent license is a type of license which allows a set number of users to download and use the software. The set number is based on when you purchased your license, and it can change from anywhere from 2 to 4. Usually that's the range. And that means that the number on your license that you have is how many you're able to download and use it on different devices. And then finally, a site license is when software can be installed on as many computers as wanted and used by as many people as wanted. The only stipulation to this is that all of those people must be in the same organization or site. So like the same company, for instance. Due to the fact that commercial licenses are in effect, there also has to be a way to make sure that they need to be used and others can't just bypass them. So there are plenty of copy protection methods used to stop piracy. They co-op with government agencies to create disadvantages or penalties for people who break the licenses or the copyright laws. And there are several different types, including serial numbers or product activation, where a product is installed on a computer and then sends that information to the software headquarters. That way, if the same software is attempted to be used on a different device, it'll be notified to the headquarters that it is an unauthorized use of the software. And these are the sources I used. Once again, thanks for watching a Dennis the Menace production. Dennis the Menace Productions. I can't believe that name stuck.